Hello everyone, it's me, Rachel. In today's video, I am going to be testing out some of the new makeup from Walmart. I've heard a little bit about this stuff. I'm not aware of the people that are part of it, but I just saw a couple TikToks about it. So I got a makeup set SPF, and I'm kind of intrigued by this because of the SPF. But I did kind of spray it to test the sprayer, and I'm not like super excited about it at the same time. The packaging is kind of, it's like extra, but like kind of cheapy extra. So before I get any further, I am just gonna say this is all my opinions. This is just me reviewing it. I have I just want to give my opinion and my 2 cents on these things, and this this packaging does seem a bit extra, but not extra, like they tried too hard almost. That's my opinion. But the mister, it's not a bad mister, but it kind of is like, feels like hairspray a little bit. I haven't used it yet, but I just sprayed it on my arm, and it just kind of had that feeling. And then I got, it's hard to read this one. Let me take it out of the packaging. I got this Prism palette. It's an eyeshadow palette from Bedan Beauty. I can't pronounce that, but there's that. And the packaging is this. It does feel cheap, but it is reminiscent of like this is the Smashbox palette. Like you can kind of see, and it's pretty, but it just looks up close. It just kind of doesn't, it's not anything close to that. But I did already swatch the colors in this, and it's really pretty. The powder is a self, so it seems like they kind of, so from my standpoint, it seems like they put a lot more effort into the product, which I'm not mad about. I'd rather have a cheap packaging and good product than bad product and really expensive packaging. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's ways to cut corners, you know. Everything that I'm going to be using today is cruelty-free. So this one is the Cab Beauty lip liner and gloss, and I'm excited about the gloss because I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks. Come on, focus back on me. Trying to move too fast and the camera's like, stop that. And the problem about this is the only indication of color is in these words. And I don't know if they have multiple colors. So these are the ones that I got, and it's in Charming. You can see the name of it is on the top of the box. And they're actually really pretty. I already swatched them the other day. Basically after I got them home from Walmart, I tried them. This is a real big fat gloss. And I'm not mad about the color because it's definitely one of my kind of colors that I like. So we will play with that today. Then I got this Prism palette. Basically, I think the theme of it is Prism. This is a highlighter. And once again, because I've already swatched everything so far, the powder in here is actually really, really nice. So here, I'm just going to kind of compare it because I have the Smashbox one. So here is the Smashbox one. This is Smashbox, and this is the I don't know how to say it. Bedan Beauty. I'm not sure how to say this company, so that's what the name is. I don't want to pronounce it funny, and then people be like, that was this way. And then here are the products. This is the inside. So this is the Walmart, and this is Smashbox. It's just funny how similarly they are packaged. But the Smashbox packaging feels really good, and the product is really nice in the Smashbox. But you are paying for the difference. But this product is absolutely buttery, soft, and blinding. It's absolutely blinding. It's a good highlighter. So I'm not mad about it. Just the packaging is kind of flimsy, if you will. Okay, and then I got to the Cab Cosmetics Day and Night palette. so I can get it out. Throwing all the packaging on the floor. And I have already swatched these. The products are really nice, but there are like repeat shades. So like these, I swatched them. They are exactly the same. Like, so, like you can tell in the pattern how close they are. And then these two shades, Burgundy and Stella, right here and right here, are like the exact same as well. So there are repeat shades, but doesn't... Palettes do that kind of a lot. It's like they don't realize how close they are until they're in the pan, and then it's like whatever. So I will be playing with, basically, I will play with everything here to the fullest extent that I can, and let's just get into it. Alright, so I primed my lids with my eye primer, and I'm going to open both of the palettes that I have here. And I am going to take the color... I'm going to take this shade in this palette right here. Actually, I'll take this lighter one first. We'll use the lighter one first and see. Both of the palettes have actually good mirrors. Like, they're not little cheap plastic mirrors, they're actual mirrors. So I feel like they put things in... I feel like they really put things in that we really want. We want good product. We do like a nice mirror. And it's not flimsy packaging. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart or anything. It just is plastic. So, I mean, that's basically really what it is. It's just plastic packaging. So really, I'm just taking this and I'm going to fluff it all over the lid. And it is going to be a nice pale mustard color, or dark mustard color, shall I say. And this is just a real fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend it. I mean, when I swatched these shades, they really just came out wonderfully. I was actually so surprised, and I hate to say it like that, but I really, really was. Because we've been so, I guess we've been so, what is it, cultured? What is the word I'm looking for? It's like packaging has taught us, like, you have to have, they can't go inside. Like, it has to be good packaging and good products. It almost seems like we can't. So I feel like they really did go well with this. Like, it's, like I've been saying, they really put the effort where, they really put the effort in where the effort needs to be put in. Okay, now I'm going to take the color in this palette called Burnt Orange, right there, and dab my brush into that. And I'm just going to use the palette that's in the mirror that's in the palette, and I'm going to take this and just pat it through. And I think I'm going to do a halo eye today because I haven't done one in a while. They have good shimmers in these palettes and some good oranges. This palette is not very bad. It just has a lot of shimmer. I guess it's like more satiny shimmers, which isn't necessarily wrong, but so now I'm just blending it through. Okay, so there is that burnt orange. Can you just see the vibrancy of these colors? And this palette was $20, so, you know, price range, I guess you're paying for it, but I guess it's not too shabby. So I'm going to take the color Georgia Peach, and I'm going to go around the color burnt orange and just kind of help blend it a little bit. Be a bit of a gradient color. So I'm taking a kind of a precise, smaller brush to put that there, and it's, I have to go in later with a fluffier brush. Now I'm taking that same brush that I used for the very first color. I don't know if it has a name. No, it doesn't. It's that basic, that orangey color. Yellowy color. Alright, so now I'm going to take a little brush like this, and I'm going to take the color in here, and it is called Naked. And I'm just going to go and clean the brow up with that shade. It's good that they have that, and then there's a nice dark brown. I guess they kind of close the palette out because we have the light shade that we like, and then we have a dark brown, so you can't really complain. And there's two light shades, so that can be really good for inclusivity. So I'm going to take the shade Sunset because I feel like we have a pretty sunsetty eye. And I'm going to take this and place that on our on the blank space, you know, our lid. Oh my goodness. Is that pretty or what? Alright, now I'm going to take Twinkle Twinkle and put a little bit of that there too, because I kind of want to add, I thought the gold in that sunset shade was a little bit more overpowering. Sorry, my foot's falling asleep. I'm going to go in with the Twinkle Twinkle shade, and I'm going to grab a different brush so maybe it will pick it up a little bit better. So I don't know if you can tell by these shades. These are the ones that I use, Sunset and Twinkle Twinkle. You can kind of see that the chunks are kind of coming out no matter what kind of brush that I use. And that's not very good. It's like almost instantly forming hard pan. And that's not exactly what we like to see. So there's the information. Alright. So there is the eye look thus far. Let's go ahead and take some liner. I'm going to go ahead and take this NYX liner, and this is in the shade Frosted Lilac, and I'm going to go on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to take the color Halo right here and go over the top of it. So I will be right back with that because I can't. Alright, so I have that Halo shade on with the liner on my lower lash line, and I like how it came out. I was a little bit nervous, but I haven't concealed yet or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and conceal real quickly, if I can find a concealer. Oh, here's one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is just a Flower Beauty concealer. I'm not going to do too much because I'm not looking to be super heavy makeup today. Go and take my... This is the e.l.f. pointed foundation brush. I've used it a couple times, so it needs to be washed, but I've been loving it for concealer because it kind of fits perfectly in here, and it's nicely dense, so it really helps to make things blend. So I'm taking my e.l.f. finishing powder. This is one of the other ones I'm trying to finish before I open any new ones or buy any new ones. Just feel like some products I feel like we just don't need multiples of. Foundation, mascara, liner. Quite frankly, I just can't go through them that fast. And nobody really can. Yeah, I just feel like there's a couple things. And even lip products, although I do have kind of an excessive amount of those. Just funny because I don't tend to wear a lot of lip products these days. I think for obvious reasons. Alright, so I powdered my face. I had to kind of do a little bit extra because I used a cream foundation. Just to go a little bit extra. So now I'm going to go in with my Balm Down Boy blush. And then we'll go in, well, I'm actually going to go in with the highlighter. And then maybe if we have to tone it down with the blush, we can. So I have my little highlighting brush and the highlighter. See how pretty that is. So I hope this doesn't perform a lot like the shadows. It seems pretty chunky. I don't know if you can see. Looks like my brush has dandruff a little bit. So that is kind of, the highlighter came off a little bit chunky. But we'll see how it goes on. Yeah, it's still kind of chunky. It's like pretty when you swatch it with your finger. It's like a finger thing. You know, if they knew that, they should have provided some kind of special applicator. And you can see, you can kind of see how the palette, the shadow, or the highlighter is getting a little bit chunky up too. So, I was trying really hard to give it some benefit of the doubts, but it's just not, I'm kind of having more doubts. Oh no. Oh no. I can't say it's my favorite highlighter. I'm going to take my Down Boy blush. And just apply a little bit of this, and then I'm going to go back in with my powder brush that I used. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara, and then we'll just kind of talk about our final thoughts. Alright, so I did my mascara. Let's go ahead and apply the lips. I'm going to grab my lip liner real quick. Lip liner and lip pencil, lip brush. Alright, so I took my lip brush and kind of blended in the liner. You can kind of see a little bit. And I'm going to take a little bit of the gloss just for the color because I don't want like uber glossy lips. It's a really big brush. It kind of looks like Shape Tape. It's kind of sticky, but not super sticky, so it's not bad. Alright, so let's talk about final thoughts. So the palette is great. The shimmers, not the best. They're really chunky and they don't apply good with a brush, which is not that great because I cannot see it for some shadows like chunky kind of glittery ones, you know, those ones that are flaky but they have those really good reflex, those ones, but these ones not so much. I wouldn't want to use my fingers for this entire palette. That's kind of excessive. So a lot of the shimmers kind of broke apart and they were really chunky. They still applied pretty, but the same with this highlighter. It did not do what it said it was gonna do. It just looks chunky and it's kind of flaky and it looks kind of glittery. Oh, ugh. This is very scented. It's very perfumey. And it smells very, sorry if you're an old lady, but it just smells like the old lady perfumes. Oh my gosh. This setting spray is not good. And maybe it's the sunscreen that kind of makes it have that scent, but it shouldn't have a scent. I just don't think makeup products should have a scent unless maybe like a palette kind of smells like chocolatey. I don't know. Those are okay with me. But this, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to use this anymore. So someone else can have it. I don't want it. Ooh, it's very perfumey and not my favorite eyeshadow palette. I'll probably end up passing it along. I hate kind of giving negative things. I'm generally a pretty positive person and I can find out and make things work, but this is just one thing I just can't. And it's kind of, it's not something everybody needs. Like, it just looks like a palette that we've seen before. Like, just the shades, and there's repeats. We don't need repeat shades, okay? If you're trying to make a big palette, be more creative. But I do like the lip products. I really do like the lip products. They feel really nice. And I love the colors, so I'll give this a 10. I'll give this a 7. And that's about it. Alright, well I'm going to go because I don't have much else to say. These products are meh. Just so you guys know. They're cute. Congratulations to the people who got to make these palette-based products, but they're not my cup of tea. And I will let you guys go. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more reviews, for more honest reviews like this. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.